Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are hitting the campaign trail hard tonight on the final day of campaigning in the US elections. Polls have them neck and neck, and both candidates are concentrating on a handful of swing states which will decide who wins. Donald Trump started the day in North Carolina, the first of 4 scheduled events, where he's threatened to impose stinging trade tariffs on Mexico if it doesn't stop immigration. Kamala Harris, for her part, is equally busy and spending the day in Pennsylvania. Well, in a moment, we'll have the latest from the Harris camp. But first, here's our US correspondent Dan Rivers on the Trump campaign and what is at stake.
Before dawn, they gathered 24 hours before the polls open to hear from the man in the flesh. Many here in Raleigh, North Carolina, are convinced they're about to witness a political comeback for the ages. But this morning, he went off script once again.
So I just did you a little bit of a thing, and by the way, the press will say, oh, he rambled. No, that's not rambling. You know what that is? That was genius. That's the weave. No, see? I wove, frankly, the rest of it I don't really even have to talk about.
Away from the campaign trail, Americans have been digesting his rhetoric. In Dee's Diner, the portions are as plentiful as the opinions.
I did vote for Trump, but I despise the guy. There's nothing about Trump that's admirable to me. I think he has no character. I think he's dishonest. I think he's narcissistic. I think there's a lot of things. There's nothing about him I admire except for the fact that he's not a socialist like the other side is.
I don't certainly agree with a president that has been convicted of felonies and the different things that he has said and done about people that's not kind, very kind, and is very criminal.
Hi guys, have fun!
An autumn fair nearby is a welcome distraction from this election. This is a microcosm of today's America.
No, it's not!
A jail for rule breakers, pantomime villains, and retribution for those in authority. There are signs that older white women here are breaking late for Harris, as suggested in recent polling. Jeannie Owen has already voted. She won't tell me who for, but her face betrays her feelings.
I would say Donald Trump.
This is gonna be so delicious.
That's probably what I could say about him.
That says it all.
Yeah, I was completely undecided when I went in there because I can see pros and cons to both. And I just had to say a little prayer when I went in there, and that's how I made my choice.
A choice now just hours away, which will confront millions of Americans across the political divide as the clock counts down to a decision about this country's fate. Dan Rivers, ITV News, Raleigh, North Carolina.